is Malcolm Jones, and I'm here with ECTV News, and I'm here with a East Chicago native, OBryan Winfield. How's everything going today, Brian?
Everything's going pretty good.
That is good. I'm actually here with OBryan because we believe OBryan is a East Chicago native that you need to know. He's a Indiana State trooper, and he's just coming back from winning a gold medal, which is something a lot of us don't have the privilege of saying. And we're very proud of you, and we're very honored to have you go down, win that gold medal on the behalf of the city of East Chicago, being a native, being from here. I guess we can just start off with just a little bit about you, your upbringing here in East Chicago. Just give us a little background on you.
Okay, like you said, I am from East Chicago. I went to East Chicago Central High School, graduate of 2003, best class of EC Central.
Beg to differ just a little bit.
Born and raised in East Chicago. Growing up, I was living on Guthrie Street. My grandmother and all, we ended up moving to Sunnyside. Went to Lincoln Elementary, Franklin Elementary block, and graduated from Central.
That is awesome. So what year did you start working for the Indiana State Police?
I joined the force in 2008.
Okay, that's awesome. That's awesome. So just give us a little bit of background on how you were selected. Were you the only one as far as from this region, or did you have some other people from this region to represent us in the games?
Actually, from the Northwest Indiana area. It was myself and another teammate of mine from Gary PD, Alex Jones.
Oh, awesome.
So we were the only two from this area.
So how did the selecting process go? Were there games leading up, or was it like a random draw of who was interested? Like, how did that work?
Okay, every year the state of Indiana hosts a statewide FOP basketball tournament. That's the Fraternal Order of Police.
Okay.
And they pretty much invite every department throughout the state who has a basketball team to come and participate in the basketball tournament.
Well, okay.
The captain of Indianapolis Metro, Sidney McDaniel, he's been playing that tournament about the same amount of time as me since 2012.
Awesome.
And what he did, he decided, you know, he heard about the World Games and of that such, and he was like, well, let's put a team together to represent Indiana. So what he did, based on the years of playing and how well you did in the tournament, what he did, he selected a few guys from each team.
Wow.
What he felt was probably the best guys that can represent the team to help us win this gold medal together, and asked us out to come out and participate.
Wow, that's awesome. And this team that was performed in Los Angeles, California, this was a makeup of officers from the U.S. or just kind of like a certain area?
It was just made up of a team of police officers throughout the state of Indiana.
Okay.
It was guys. I represent the Indiana State Police. We had a guy from Gary, 4 guys from Indianapolis Metro, a guy from Hancock Sheriff's Department, Evansville PD, and 2 guys from Greenfield.
Oh, wow.
So
that is awesome.
Came from all over the state to make this happen.
Wow. I mean, just the thought of it, being a team that represents from Indiana, I just think back on a movie night that we just recently had about a week ago, August 24th. We showed the We Are EC basketball movie. Okay. And just watching that movie, that was my first time to be able to watch it and to see the legacy as far as basketball, not only East Chicago, but when you think about it, just Indiana period, the impact that we have on the game of basketball, it still shows. Even in our police and fire department, we're able to go down for a world game, represent Indiana, and always flourish very well when it comes to basketball. And thinking on that, did you ever play basketball in high school or anything like that? Like, how did the love of basketball come about?
I've been playing for years. I didn't play for East Chicago Central. I actually played for the Captain Rouse Boys and Girls Club.
Hey.
Coach Mitch, you know, he'll bring me up in basketball. I played some AAU basketball and biddy ball. 2004, I was actually asked to walk on Indiana State men's basketball.
Oh, wow, that is awesome.
At Indiana State University.
That's awesome.
So I've been playing for quite a few years.
Wow. So that, I mean, that's awesome. So, I mean, just to see just that love of basketball being there. And I admire the fact that even though you wasn't able to play it in high school, sometimes people that's not able to play it professionally in high school or anything like that, they kind of lose the interest. But to see that the interest is still there, and you're probably the only, if probably probably very few that can represent in the basketball and get an actual gold medal. So that just says a lot for itself right there. So let's go right to Los Angeles. Can you just give us just a play-by-play of how everything went down to that led you guys to getting this medal?
Okay, first of all, I have to shout out East Chicago Police Department. They won that the gold medal in 2001 in Indianapolis, and then they also won in 2003 in Spain.
Oh, so, wow, that is
growing
super
up,
awesome.
you know, when I knew I wanted to be a police officer, I always thought that would be something cool to do, and you know, I thought that was a big accomplishment when those guys did it. So I definitely want to pay my respects to those guys, and you know,
East Chicago.
So, I'm East Chicago native, but pretty much it was the World Olympic Games. It's pretty much the Olympics.
Okay.
And it's just deemed down to fire and police, and we, like you said, participated in the basketball portion of it. There were about 25 different countries that participated in the basketball session alone. I mean,
wow.
Mexico was there. China had 2 teams. Japan had 3 teams.
Wow.
And I mean, it was just countries from all over.
That is crazy.
So we started the tournament off August 8th, and we played through the 13th. They had a 4-game pool play where they wanted to seed you guys and you know, put you in the rankings, and they ran it almost like an NCAA basketball bracket tournament.
Oh wow!
We were number 1 seed. We went 4-0 in the pool play. We actually had the most teams in our division out of the whole tournament.
Oh wow!
The first game, which was kind of funny to us because everybody asked, I mean, did you guys get to practice or anything like that? Being that we all work different schedules and we were spread out throughout the whole state, from, like you say, from East Chicago all the way to Evansville.
Wow,
we couldn't come together and have any practices. So our first game was our first practice.
Wow.
We won that game by 7. We figured things out. You know, we see our chemistry. We worked it out, and ever since then, like the next 2 games, we won by 20 or more.
Oh wow!
And we went 4-0, and we were the number 1 seed going into the tournament.
Talk about a dream team.
It was great competition. We played. You know, in the tournament, we started off playing Sacramento Sheriff Department. We beat them by 25, I believe.
Wow.
After that, we did play LAPD. Now, a lot of people were wondering, you know, do you guys think you really have a good chance? Because, you know, you're playing against, you know, countries that's combined all their police departments, make one team. And we had New York City and LAPD that has like 20,000 officers that they can pull from to make a team. So we played LAPD right before the medal games, and home court advantage. We went down there. We got refereed like we were from East Chicago. We all know the history. I go, just to be honest. So, you know, we played through the refs, and we only won that game by 7 points. But we left a solid.
So was that the toughest game that you guys had?
Actually, championship game was the toughest game.
Okay.
We played Washington, D.C. for the championship. We won that game 50-42. Our lower scoring quarter, first quarter, we were down 16-4. I mean, we came out flat. Most of our games started in the afternoon, after 12:30. So we were used to playing late.
Yeah, funny hour. Yeah.
Championship game was at 9:30 in the morning, so we started off flat. We were still kind of asleep, I think, but we woke up, put it together, and you know, we were blessed to win the gold medal.
Man, that is so awesome. So, you know, I gotta ask this. So, what was we would just do the championship game? What was the stats? What was the stats for our East Chicago native?
So the stats for the championship game, it was a hard game. Like I said, it was our lowest scoring game.
Yeah.
Probably double digits, maybe like 10 rebounds.
Okay.
We really didn't keep a scorebook.
Yeah. No, that's perfect. Yeah.
We like I said, our team was just so well composed of. I mean, we had shooters out this world.
Wow,
I mean,
that's good.
We had guys that played for IUPUI, played for Pike. Everybody on the team played some type of organized basketball.
Yeah.
So I mean, like I said, 50 points. We all kind of spread out.
Yeah.
You know, but it was a great experience. I mean, I'd say over the whole tournament, we might have averaged close to a double-double.
Okay, that's awesome. So he represented very, very well for the city of East Chicago, and I mean, I think you added to our legacy here as far as basketball. No matter where you're at, from high school, from college, from the police and fire department, the history, the rich history as far as basketball in the city of East Chicago, and also the state of Indiana is still very, very, very much represented and still present. So we thank you so much. Is there anything you would like to add as far as this interview?
I just thank everybody for the support. I know my department had put an article out on me, and it was shared on Facebook, and people were sharing it and liking it. And I just really thank everybody for the support. My family, all the departments, just everybody, you know, just thanking and just, you know, thanking God for it. But a lot of, like I said, I was telling people there is asking us, do we really think that we'll win this tournament? You know, I just go by my favorite scripture, Corinthians 5:2. 5 and 7. I'm sorry, for we walk by faith and not by sight.
Yes.
And you know, we just really believed that we were going to do it. Kept faith, and we brought home the gold again.
And that's wonderful. East Chicago, a person that you need to know, OBryan Winfield. We're glad to have you as a East Chicago native, and we're just waiting to see the more things you guys are possibly in a couple of years be able to defend your medal over there in China, hopefully. So I mean, please, if I'm pretty sure via Facebook or via some type of social media or some type of way, they're probably going to be asking for donations or sponsors to help them in those efforts to defend their medal. And I just know for a fact that people will be out to support, but we're going to be looking for you. East Chicago is going to continue to root for you. We thank you so much. East Chicago, a person you need to know, OBryan Winfield. Thank you.
Thank you.